Fierce ladies, welcome to the Moms in Real Estate podcast, where we unleash our unapologetic power to share the raw truth of our journeys. Brace yourself for a dose of empowerment, education, and encouragement like never before. I'm Kristen, a relentless entrepreneur obsessed with connecting and uplifting fellow boss babes. In this podcast, we're all about getting down to business, conquering motherhood, nurturing relationships, and so much more. Get ready to dive into the nitty-gritty, embrace the hustle, and unravel the secrets of success in the world of real estate. We're here to ignite your fire, equip you with the knowledge, and unleash your limitless potential. Tune in as we redefine what it means to be a true boss babe. Hello, Moms in Real Estate. I am so excited today because I have one of our Moms in Real Estate partners with us today, Katie Patille from Certified Title Corporation. And I'm really excited about this episode specifically because I think that people need to know that it's not just real estate agents in the real estate industry. There's so many different awesome partners that we have and really hearing what their journey's like. So welcome today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We flipped roles. You were on mine last time, so.
I know. I had the honor of being on your podcast and now you're on mine. So I am so
I know.
excited.
I love it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about why you got into this role?
In title specifically, or with the Moms in Real Estate group?
We'll start with title specifically.
Okay. So I started in the real estate industry in general in 2011 as a mortgage lender. So I started on the lending side of the business. I did that for a few years. I got pretty close with my title connection at the time. So he eventually brought me under his wing, showed me the ropes on the title side of the business, and I fell in love with that side. So I've been doing title ever since. And I think the thing that I love and appreciate about the title side of the business as opposed to the lending side is you build, like, ideally you build these long lasting relationships, whereas on the lending side you have these clients that you meet and you connect with for roughly 30 to 45 days, maybe a little bit longer if it takes them longer to find a house, but you're always working with new people. Whereas on my side, ideally I meet this client that I bring on and we build this lasting relationship. And that's what I've done. I have clients that I've been working with since those days. I know their spouses, their kids, they come to my son's things. Like, we've just become like more friends than clients. And so I appreciate that.
Well, yeah, you've built a relational business versus a transactional business. And I think that a lot of the moms in real estate community, that is how we like to build. So you're like working in your element.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love this side.
So, and what's really unique is I don't know how I've been in real estate for 10 years and I've never met anybody on the title side that works in all the states. And so you're in Delaware, but you can help real estate agents on the title side from all over.
Yeah, yeah. Which there's more companies that are starting to have that capability a little bit, but we've been doing it as long as it was feasible. So we've got it down to a science. So yeah, I mean, essentially anywhere a real estate agent is functioning, we can help them in some capacity. There's a few states where we use a partner on the back end to help us just from, logistics and regulations and things, how we have to do things. But yeah, I mean, I can really be involved in every single state, which is amazing. I love that. So
It really is. Has it really pushed you out of your comfort zone to build a nationwide network of real estate agents?
it kind of happened somewhat naturally just from being on the lending side. Previously, I had a lot of lenders in my network from working, side by side. And it's much easier to be a lender that lends on a national scale than it is for a real estate agent to be in multiple states. So a lot of my lender connections were, if they work for a bank, they can typically lend in all 50 states. So I had a lot of clients that had that capability. So that kind of came naturally. Obviously, there's different nuances with the purchase side of the business. So, there's a little bit of a learning curve there, but it's great being able to help people nationwide. I just had a client the other day where we showed up to a closing in Pennsylvania. The seller wasn't at closing. This was not disclosed to anyone prior to closing. So we were all caught off guard when we showed up. They were in Colorado. So there was no way they were going to get to closing in Pennsylvania that day. So within 30 minutes, we had the sellers contacted, had them scheduled to sign in Colorado, still funded the same day. It was all a done deal within 30 minutes. So
That's
having
wild.
that nationwide platform has been such a blessing, honestly, for my business.
Well, I know just like working specifically like at an independent, super local brokerage and then going to a nationwide brokerage, like it was really scary. I feel like at first to figure out like what does this look like for me, but it really just opened up my mind to so many different ways that I could expand my network. So I actually really, really enjoyed that when it was like brand new to me.
Yeah, yeah. I think it does. I think it might be a little intimidating for people in the beginning. Like it just seems like, but wait, I can't drive down the road to your office. So how does this work? And I'm like, well, your EMD, you can literally just take a picture of the front and the back of the check and upload it directly to our secure escrow account through a mobile app. Your clients don't even need to leave the comfort of their own home. So it's actually an easier, more with the times way of doing things, but change is always, scary and daunting for people before they give it a shot. So I get that, but I think people are always blown away and impressed and feel like this actually takes some of the stress and logistics off of my back. This is actually helpful once they, get used to it.
Yeah. So what does your day-to-day look like?
So I really try and connect with my clients as much as possible. For my local clients, I actually try and go physically to their closings as much as I can, just because that's like the most rewarding part, right? Seeing people, especially the first time home buyers, get their keys, like that's just the best. So selfishly, I try and carve that into my schedule as much as I can. But most of my day to day is spent connecting virtually with agents, just like we are right now, and diving into their business. Like, what are your pain points? What are you struggling with? Are you a brand new agent that doesn't know where to begin? And obviously, my client base is primarily real estate agents. So I can give you that insight that I have of this is what's working for other people. What's your niche? Like, what do you gravitate towards naturally? Like, do you love working out? Maybe there's a workout group that you can join that you can kind of be like the go to in that. Or the moms group was like a perfect fit. Like, there's a million different avenues. I did a podcast recently with one of my clients, and she hit the nail on the head that there's no one way to tackle this business. Like somebody that's great at cold calling, that someone else may be terrible at that, but they're great at just meeting people and building relationships face to face. So you just have to figure out what works for you. And I think having someone to like bounce ideas off of and feel like they are invested in your business, like they genuinely want you to win. That's what I love doing most in my day to day.
I think we can really relate it to just like, when you become a parent and everybody wants to give you their way of doing it. And what I always remember someone told me is you just look at how everyone's doing it and take a little bit from everybody's advice, but like you'll make it your own. And so
Yeah.
I think same thing with, as if you're a new agent in real estate, see what everybody's doing, try a couple things, see what feels authentic to you because you'll never see me cold calling. Like I did
Right.
that and I was like,
Right
I
there
am
with you.
not doing this. Like I hated showing up doing that. But I really love hosting events and that's been like a great way for me to meet new people. And some people are like, that sounds absolutely terrible, which so
Right.
really leaning into like what you enjoy doing is so important.
Yeah, 100%. I love having those conversations. Those are like my favorite. That's probably that and being able to go to some of my closings are probably the favorite parts of my job is being able to help someone find where they're going to excel and seeing them win and being like so excited for them. I'm just like a cheerleader over here. So
Yeah. So staying on top of your current clients is obviously one avenue. How are you actively bringing in new clients? Because you guys, just because she's on the title thing side of things doesn't mean she's not doing the same activities that we're doing. Instead of looking for buyers and sellers, she's out there looking for agent relationships. And so, how is it that you're opening the door to meet new real estate agents that you could potentially partner with?
honestly, I just try and be a support system for them without expecting anything in return. And eventually, if, eventually the goal is that that will feel organic, and they will want to work with someone that feels like a friend. Like
Yeah.
that is really how I approach things. I never want to feel like that cheesy salesperson that is just asking for business. One of the reasons the podcast came to be is so that I can have something to offer new prospects. Like I'm not just asking you to send me deals. I want to help you grow your business. So, what's one way that I can do that? And the podcast is what came to mind. Everybody spends all their time learning things on YouTube. So, if I can create a platform for you to be able to share your story, to give you more social media content for you to have in front of your audience, then that's one way that I feel like I'm contributing to your business, that you may feel inclined to want to have that relationship of, reciprocity. So that's where it all came about, or interviewing guests that I feel like they could learn from. So it's just a win-win. So I vendor is like a pet peeve word of mine. I never want to feel like a vendor for someone. I want to feel like a partner that's in it with them. So, but again, I also want it to be organic. So really I just try and be supportive from the sidelines until they feel like I want to work with that girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and I think that that would really resonate with our audience because exactly what you said, I've heard moms in real estate say this for a decade now is they don't want to come across salesy. And especially like they get into real estate and they think of that cheesy car salesman. And is this the perception that people are going to think of me because I'm in real estate now? And the
Right.
answer is like, it doesn't have to be like that. What you really want to fine tune is like, you have to figure out how you're meeting new people on a regular basis, providing value. And then once
Right.
somebody gets into your ecosystem, like, how are you staying relevant and providing value? And so I love what you're saying because I've done the same thing for years. Is it's, I call it podcasting for prospecting. And it's like, you're just able to have this door opener that provides so much value to somebody else because we all, as entrepreneurs and business owners, we all need this social media content. And so to
Yeah.
be able to like have somebody come and share their journey on your platform and then you market it, they get the marketing collateral, like it's really, really
Right.
valuable. So it's super smart. And as a real estate agent, you could be doing the same thing in your local market. You could be highlighting the local businesses and telling amazing stories. And really, that just got you in to build a relationship with that business owner. And if
Exactly.
they're looking to buy or sell, you might be the person that they call. Or if not, you just made a connection and that could lead to something
Right.
else.
Hi, I'm Barbara, your tax coach, and we help business owners like you save money in taxes. My tax tip of the day today is: did you know that meals, snacks, alcohol at your showings are actually 100% deductible? Typically, business meals are 50% deductible, but when they are related to showing homes, traveling, networking, for showings, they can be 100% deductible. So make sure on your profit and loss or your income and expense spreadsheet that you break out 50% business meals versus 100% deductible business meals. So for more tax tips and tricks, follow your tax coach on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you hit it on the head in the beginning. Like it's a relationship business. Who you know is everything. And maybe you don't get a deal from that specific person, but they've referred you to five other people. So you literally never know. So,
Yeah, it's so true. So now you are a partner in the Moms in Real Estate Facebook community of 40,000
yeah.
moms in real estate, which is just so wild to say. We actually think we're going to hit 40,000 this month, September. So it'll be a really exciting month for us. Um,
Yeah. That's all.
and what's really cool is I was just talking on another podcast this morning. I was on with Lauren from Core Ops Collective, and I was telling her that
She's coming on mine.
she's great. You'll love her. She's got such a
Yeah.
great business. But we were talking, and I was telling her that it hasn't even been 2 years since we went from 2,000 Facebook members to 40,000 Facebook members, which is really crazy to think. So a lot can happen
That
in
is
such a short
amazing.
amount of time.
Yeah.
But now you are a partner in the community. And I think what we would really ask of anyone listening too is like, let us know how you want Katie to show up. You should definitely
Yeah.
connect with us, with her, and tell us like, how could she show up as a title partner in the community? How do you see yourself
Yeah.
right now showing up to provide value to agents virtually in that group?
I think I just try and I mean, you have so many people. Anyone asks a question, we've had this conversation before, but anyone asks a question in your group and like 20 people respond. But I have a different perspective than a realtor's perspective. Like, I'm able to give a perspective of like, I see different clients winning in the business in so many different ways. So I can kind of give insight into, I see this working for many people, or what you're saying resonates with this one particular client that I have. So I just try and comment and engage and be helpful for, the people that are commenting in the group. And then I love highlighting the wins for my clients. And I didn't even realize until I was like announced in the group how many moms that are already clients of mine are in this group. So I have now started posting like to celebrate them whenever we have deals closed together. Like, there's always a personal milestone involved. Like, the most recent one was, I have a client that just closed on this $1 million refi. She's a lender, she's not an agent, but her daughter is going through flight school and she's closing on this $1 million refi seamlessly in the middle. Or I had another mom prior to that she just sent her son and kids off to college, and she's also closing deals in the middle of that. So I just love celebrating, like, you can do both. It can feel so overwhelming sometimes as moms, and I think we do the whole guilt trip on ourselves of, okay, I'm winning in real estate, but I feel like I suck as a mom right now, or vice versa. So just being able to celebrate, like, it's possible to do both, and you're setting a great example and showing your kids that you can do both. So I've been trying to do that. And aside from that, like, I would love to know what else I can be doing to help the moms in the group. We have a great gifting program that we do for anyone that sends buyers our way, where one of the other pain points that agents always share with me is like, how do I stay in front of past clients to get repeat deals? Like, the statistics are so low for getting repeat clients. And so one of the things we came up with was, for an entire year after sending a buyer our way that we close with, we send every 3 months a personalized gift on the agent's behalf. So it looks like it's coming from the agent, that's personalized to the address or their last name. And just like a very personalized, unique way of staying in front of them to help them generate more referrals. So
I mean, that's
just like little
huge.
things like that we
If
try and do. But
as a mom who's running a business, one of the things you have to figure out is leverage in your business. And this is such a great value that you guys are adding, because it is like, how am I staying on top of all these people as you get busier, as you're trying to go to soccer and all these different things. So to offload that to one of your partners is huge. I also think too, like, when you're looking at your partners, like, you have the pet peeve of vendor. I also have that pet peeve. It's really hard because it's so common in our industry.
yeah,
But really, like, as an agent, you want to think of your partners as like your team, and
yeah,
not like expect stuff from them, but yet like ask them like how they're able to help you, but also help them. Like, I feel like there a lot in this industry, it's a lot of like, oh, I just need money. I just need this. When really it's
hmm,
like, no, let's figure out how this can be like a really beneficial partnership, and having those conversations and
exactly.
growing together is so important. So also like being in business with other people that are like you, right? So Katie is a mom who's in the real estate industry, and having her, she's going to understand you and your business a lot more than maybe, a guy in the industry who wouldn't understand as much. So just even
Right.
thinking through those kinds of things, I think is important.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. There's something about the mom connection that just really makes it a genuine, authentic connection without even really having to dive into much conversation. Like, you just automatically know and understand their pain points. So it just creates this like neutral ground and connection. So that's why I love the moms group.
It's so true. Well, I've
Yeah.
loved having you on. Two things. One is I want to ask how people can connect with you through social media, which if you look at your
So I
sweater, I'm
am.
pretty sure it says it, right?
Yeah, this is like my podcast uniform, but it says I'm your homegirl. Um, so you can find me on Facebook is Katie Certified Title. You can find me there. I am your homegirl underscore Katie on Instagram. And my email is my first name, Katie, Katie at certifiedtitlecorp.com. So people can find me in any way, shape, or form because I love connecting. So
All right, perfect. And then the last question I have for you is what has been a book that has been really influential for you as a parent or just going into the real estate industry?
oh my gosh, I'm reading one right now that someone that's also in sales recommended to me years ago, and I'm finally getting around to it. And it's great. Gosh, what is the name of it? Oh my god, it's gonna escape me, Kristen, on the spot.
That's the worst.
It's a super popular one.
What's it about?
I'll have to message it to you after so you can like type it in the
We could put
comments
it,
or
yeah,
something.
we could put it in the show notes for sure if you email us it.
Okay, perfect. Yep, I will do that.
Okay, awesome. Well, it has been so much fun having you on, and we are so excited to have this partnership with you.
I so appreciate it. It's been so great being part of this group. I love it so much. So I appreciate you having me on.
Awesome. Thanks. We'll see you later. Thanks, friend, for listening to the podcast. We love having you in our community. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a review or share it with a friend. Also, we'd love to connect with you on Instagram. Go follow us at Moms in Real Estate.